Love my B8, but have 250,000 miles. You think it's worth motor rebuild or swap? I would do a leak down and compression test and see what's going on with the health of your motor.
Is there a reason?
But if you have a good compression and leak down, just keep driving it. There's, it's the rings. That means the rings are in good shape and they haven't worn out. Your bearings and stuff aren't going to have an issue unless you have an oil pressure problem. Those just don't really even wear out. If you get to a certain point, your cylinder wall has worn out, that's going to affect your compression and leak down. But if you have good compression and leak down, you're just going to have to worry about the ancillaries, your intercoolers, your cats, things like that, which I'm sure you've replaced.
Yeah, you'll be getting up there. Timing chain work's got to be done. Make sure that's it's going to be a maintenance thing. But I mean, motor rebuild or swap, that doesn't come into the picture until you've got some other really catastrophic issues going on.
Yeah. What exhaust system would you both recommend for a 2019 Golf R? I've been looking at Miltech. Miltech makes great exhausts, and if you really want to go that route and spend the money to replace your whole exhaust system, you can. For us, our ResX is our answer or solution for that, and it will give you the sound, of a much more expensive exhaust for just removing or changing the way one of the resonators on the car works. If you combine it with our high flow downpipe, it's gonna be a good sounding exhaust system. And it also pretty affordable to do compared to
far less expensive.
The new prototype TTE8XX, are you going to make a map for that new turbo? Yeah, of course. I mean, if it needs it.
It is going to need its own calibration,
Yeah.
100%. Yep, it will have that. There are going to be some different required mods and whatnot for it as well. So yes, there will be more information to follow on that. But it is not, you can't just throw it in place of your 810 or whatever file you've got there.
Yeah. Can you all make a tune for the 3.2 Audi engine, not the VR6? And to be honest, I mean, we could, but it's probably not going to gain really any power.
Yeah, there's not a lot to work with on that.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before, but in general, normally aspirated tunes and calibrations just don't make much power, and most of the advertised numbers out there are pretty fishy for normally aspirated tunes.
If you're anywhere like... Typically, it's going to be under a double-digit gain at best, unless you're starting out with some terrible OEM map. But generally, it's sub 10 horsepower. Real-world gains. Yeah.
So, for example, would you want to pay $500 for a tune that gets you another 8 horsepower that you won't be able to feel? Probably not. So that's we'd much rather sell a similar price tune that gets you 30, 40, 50 horsepower, and that's a much better proposition. So if you have a 3.2, it's a nice little motor. I'd say enjoy it, but there's really not a lot to be gained there. Thinking about getting a catch can. Any issues with running it on a stage 3 TTE 710 B9S4? Well, our catch can kit is designed and engineered to work with all the stages, including stage 3, and it's pretty much a must-have on stage 3. So yes, absolutely.